Good day, grade 8s, and welcome to our lesson today where we introduce the periodic table. So we just need to start from the beginning and we think of what a periodic table is and what it does. So to help you understand what it does, let's just think of this. If you went to a school and all the learners were outside their classrooms, how would you be able to tell grade 8s from the grade 9s? If the learners were not sorted according to their grades and classes, you wouldn't be able to tell which ones are grade 8s and which ones are grade 9s. So now let's look at what we need to achieve for this lesson, what we need to achieve by the end of this lesson. So firstly, we need to be able to define an element and give examples of the first 20 elements and also their sequence in the periodic table. Number 2, we need to define what an atom is and define it in terms of its name, the symbol, and its atomic number. Number 3, we need to explain the periodic table and how the elements are classified and arranged in it. Number 4, we need to identify the properties of metals, semi-metals, and remember that sometimes these are referred to as metalloids. And then the last ones would be the non-metals. Then the last objective for this lesson is for us to be able to identify the uses of elements in our everyday lives. So, in proceeding with this lesson, we are going to be focusing on 3 concepts. The first one would be the arrangements of elements, and then the second one would be the properties of, as we've said, the metals, semi-metals, and the non-metals. And remember that the semi-metals are sometimes referred to as the metalloids. And then the last concept would be the uses of elements in the periodic table. So this is what you should already know by now from the previous grade, that matter is made up of atoms which then make up pure substances which are called elements. Secondly, that an element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. And then the last one would be a periodic table is arranged according to the increase in the atomic number of elements. So this is what you should already know by now. And then what I want us to now to do in getting us in gear for this lesson is to know what a matter is, what an atom is, and what an element is, and that their definitions are given to you. So matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. An atom is the smallest unit of matter. And then lastly, an element is a pure substance made up of just one kind or one type of an atom. Right. Let's look to see if whether you understood what I just said now. Let us look at these 2 pictures. Is it an atom or is it a molecule? If it's a molecule, you need to tell me how many atoms are making up this molecule. So the first one, is it an atom or is it a molecule? So this would be a molecule. And then this is made up of 2 atoms. And then this would be an atom. Right? Now let's carry on. So these are some words that you might have seen before, and then we need to define what each of these words are. So matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. An element is a substance made up of only one kind of an atom. An atom is the smallest unit or building block of matter. And a molecule, that's now 2 or more atoms bonded together. And so the last one is a diatomic molecule, and that is 2 atoms of the same kind bonded together. So now that we have seen what you're going to be dealing with in this lesson, let's just quickly take an ad break and we'll see after this.